Now, I would like to request Dr. Venkatesh Karthikeyan, sir, to take the handover. But before that, I would be introducing sir, Dr. Venkatesh Karthikeyan, sir, is the State Secretary of IMA JDN, Tamil Nadu. Now, sir, I would like to request you to kindly please take over and start with the webinar.
Thank you so much. Very good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Venkatesh Karthikeyan, MD Community and Family Medicine Postgraduate Resident from AIIMS Patna. I'm glad to see that around 500 young doctors from lengths and breadths of the country have registered in today's webinar. In the past year, IMA Junior Doctors Network has organized a series of webinars for the benefit of our junior doctors. In the recent times, we have collaborated with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, AIIMS Delhi, AIIMS Patna, IAPSM, TAHO, Star Health Insurance, Max Group of Hospitals, and with many national and international faculties. We got excellent feedback that our webinars are helpful for our young doctors, and hence we are continuing this webinar series. As you all know, NEET PG exams are over, results are declared, and the counseling is around the corner. Many of us are not very confident about the counseling procedure, especially those who are appearing for the first time. It was the same problem with me when I realized in the last minute that I need to pay 3 lakhs as refundable deposit for participating in open round of INICET. Hence, it is of great significance to know about the finer details, tips and tricks of counseling, and that is why IMA JDN Tamil Nadu is organizing this webinar on NEET PG counseling procedure. I profusely thank our JDN Tamil Nadu chairman and State President of IMA, State President elect of IMA Tamil Nadu, Dr. Abulasan sir, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to conduct the event. Sir is a senior pediatric surgeon from Erode, Tamil Nadu, and has always stood up for the problems faced by the junior doctors for the past several years. With this very short intro, I request Dr. Abulasan sir to give the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Venkatesh. Good evening, all of you boys and girls. And also good evening to the Dr. Velu, Dr. Prithvi and Kishore. Thank you for joining today's webinar. IMA JDN has been conducting a series of programs to help PG aspirants. This is one of the very important historic webinar, I should say, that is going to help in a big way for those who are aspiring to get a PG seats in the country after NEET PG examinations. This message you get from this webinar would be very, very useful. I know that. And we also address other issues like job opportunities, research, and also leadership development. In this context, I would like to invite all of you who are near to Chennai, or even those who are far away from Chennai, to come down on 24th June. That falls on World Young Doctors Day. This is the first time in the country. This day is being observed exactly on the same day, 24th June. We have arranged a wonderful program addressing all the issues faced by the young doctors today, from morning till evening, workshops, plenary sessions, and youth parliament, debate, and there's so many other online session competitions also held. Those who won the online competition will be getting the prizes. So very exciting program will be there on 24th as a chairman of IMA MSN and JDN of Tamil Nadu State. I invite all of you to make it to the event, and definitely this will be replicated in other parts of the country also in the future. With these few words, I once again congratulate the organizers, Venkatesh Karthikeyan and Praveen, for having organized this webinar in a wonderful manner, and wish all the delegates who joined this webinar good luck for the NEET PG. And also thank all the faculties. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dr. Karthikeyan.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us always. Now, I would like to introduce the panelists for the day. We have our first panelist, Dr. Velu Vidyasagar, who has recently joined DNB ENT in CARE Hospital, Hyderabad. He will be sharing his experiences with special emphasis on DNB counseling. Welcome, Dr. Velu. Our next panelist is Dr. Kishore Ishwaramurthy, who is MD Community Medicine Resident from AIPH, Kolkata. He will be sharing his experiences with special emphasis on places where one should be careful about in counseling. Welcome, Dr. Kishore. Our third panelist is Dr. Prithvi Raj, who is an MD Pediatrics resident from Burdwan Medical College, West Bengal. He'll be talking about the basics of counseling procedure. Welcome, Dr. Prithvi. I would also like to introduce our team, Dr. Praveen from Madras Medical College and Dr. Bharat Raj from Karkaga Medical College. I would also like to thank our sponsor for the day, DreamPG app, which has come up with a useful tool called College Predictor. If you're entering the rank, The desired state, college, and specialty will be predicted based on the recent allotments. We'll drop the link for this in the chat box and mail you the same. So without any further delay, I would like to request Dr. Prithvi Raj to share with us the basics of NEET PG counseling.
So, good evening to one and all present here. This is Dr. Prithvi, first year PG resident of Department of Pediatrics from Bardhaman Medical College. At first, I want to thank Dr. Venkatesh Karthikeyan sir, as well as the IMA JDN for letting me to share about the basics that has to be known for our NEET PG counseling, and I believe this will help all the aspirants to overcome the hurdle they are going to face during this procedure. So without wasting any time further, we'll go to the start. So normally the All India Counseling 2021-22 will be conducted by Medical Counseling Committee, which is under the Directorate of General Health Services, which comes under the Family Welfare Department of our Union Government of India. And All India Counseling 2022 is date is likely to be held in the first or second week of July of this year 2020. So normally when you go for the All India Counseling list, as per the NCC website, these are the colleges which are eligible to participate in our All India Counseling. So as per the list, there will be the 7 institutes. First institute will be the Deemed University, where all seats under the management as well as the NRI quota will be participating in the All India Counseling. And whereas in the quota, the management quota is about 85% and NRI quota will be 15%. And the eligibility will be all qualified NEET PG candidates across India are eligible for participating in the Deemed University. And when coming to the central institute as well as the universities, which come under Delhi University, Banaras Hindu University, AMU, Aligarh Muslim University, and Indraprastha University. This is divided into two. 50% of the seats will belong to their own institute, like the BU quota, BHC quota, AME quota, IT quota. So, who are eligible for this seat? The only candidate for doing MBBS from this respective institute will be eligible. Whereas the same institute seat, another 50% of this institute will belong to All India quota. These seats can be competed by all NEET PG qualified candidates. And the fourth one is Central Institute of Psychiatry, Ranchi, and Lokapriya Gopinath Brim, which is also the Institute of Mental Health of Tezpur. These both institutes belong to central government, and it is come under the All India quota, and eligible is same all qualified NEET PG candidates. And another will be the State Government Institute and ESI, whereas 50% of seats will come under the All India quota, and this will be the eligible criteria is same, that is all qualified NEET PG candidates. From the last year, that is from the 2021-22, the Supreme Court has clubbed the DNB post MBBS degree counseling along with our All India counseling. Before 2021, it was separate. The DNB counseling was conducted by the National Board of Examination in Medical Sciences separately. But after 21, it has been clubbed with the All India counseling to prevent seat blocking as well as seat wastage that was occurring before 2021. And these candidates are same, all qualified NEET PG candidates are eligible for attending to take seats in DNB. And now the last one is AFMS Institute. For AFMS Institute, those are willing to join armed forces, there will be given 5 priorities. Whereas the priority 1, 2, 3, and 4 are those candidates who are serving in armed force. That is like first priority is those people who did MBBS from armed force medical colleges and they have served 5 years, following which they are qualified to attend this priority 1. So the first 4 priority doesn't belong to us. They will be belonging according to the armed force service protocol. Whereas the priority 5 are the civilians. That is the people who didn't serve any in armed force. They are eligible for priority 5 and they can participate in AFMS Institute. And according to I say the first 6 serials will conducted that counseling will be conducted by the Medical Counseling Committee of our Director General Health Service. Whereas the AFMS Institute only registration part will take part in this MCC counseling, and the counseling will occur. The counseling will take place in AFMC, Armed Force Medical College, Pune, in offline process, where there will be a physical reporting followed by a examination, physical examination, medical examination. Only the fit candidate will be allowed for the further counseling process in the AFMS institute. So seeing this, we have to know about the fees payment. Accordingly, when since the result has been declared and the scorecard of the 2022 NEET PG has been released, now the point is for the registration. Most commonly, the registration will start the June last week or July first week. So according to the your information that you have given in your application, you have to fill it and the quotas. What are the quotas you want to apply? For example, every candidate, eligible candidate, or can apply in All India quota, DNB Institute, Central University under All India quota, and those candidates who have completed MBBS from the Central University like Maulana Hazard and Lady Harding or AMU, they can apply in All India of Central University as well as the Central University other quotas like DU quota, IP quota. They can apply in this also, and deemed university. So, for example, if this is a example that has been given, All India quota, if you are want to willing to participate in All India or DNB or Central University, any combination of this, and you belong to your EWS candidate, you have to pay a non-refundable registration fee of 1,000 and refundable security deposit of 25,000. And second one is All India quota or DNB Central University, same combination, and you belong to other category like SC, ST, OBC, PWD, your non-refundable registration fee would be 500 and refundable security deposit would be 10,000. And if you are selecting deemed university and you belong to any category, you have to pay a non-refundable registration fee of 5,000 followed by 2 lakh. So 2 lakh 5,000 as a total. Now another dilemma is, I want to take in All India quota, DNB, Central, and also I have to apply for Dean. Then the higher category price will be fixed for you. For example, for the, as I said, you want to get Dean University also, and also you have to take any seat also in All India quota, and you are choosing these two categories. And you have to pay the highest amount, that is Dean University amount. So you have to pay 5,000 followed by refundable security deposit of 2 lakhs. So totally 2 lakh 5,000. But if you are only applying for AFMS, no, I don't want any seat in All India quota or DNB or Central University, only AFMS, or you belong to any category, you have to pay only the registration fees of 1,000 rupees. The refundable security deposit is not been taken here because the All India AFMS counseling will be conducted separately in FMC Pune campus. So that will be paying at that time. So only 1,000 rupees as registration you will be paying. And since from 2021, DNB registration, DNB counseling is also clubbed with our All India counseling, the same fees will be applied for this also. Now, when coming to the registration security deposit payment, the payment mode is net banking, credit card, debit card, UPA. Anything happens, and according with what happened in 2021, either you applied for DMB University or any government medical college or DNB, you can pay in any method. You can pay net banking, credit card, or debit card, or also UPA gateway like Google Pay. And another, what are the things you have to be very careful. As I say, one thing is payment mode. Second is transaction limit. See, since those who are applying for deemed university, you should be very careful that you have to pay about 2 lakh 5,000. Some of your bank limit will be like 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50,000. So before you are going for transaction, make sure that you contact your bank personnel and you see whether your transaction limit is up to 2 lakh or 2 lakh 10,000. Because you have to pay 2 lakh 5,000, so your limit should be in that way. That then only you can pay, you can make the payment, or else the transaction will be failure. And second one is internet connectivity issue. Don't use mobile for registration. This is a sincere advice, because if you are using mobile, there will be many internet connectivity issue and there will be multiple transaction failures. So always use iPad, computer with good connectivity sources. Transaction failures are more common. So always, if first time you are having any kind of transaction failure, wait for some time for another 12 hours and then continue. If that doesn't happen, you have to pay, because the thing is you cannot take risk, and most of the time your transaction that has been debited, it will be debited back in 1 week. So these failures can happen, but make sure that you pay the registration money, otherwise the counseling will not you cannot participate in the counseling. Another biggest dilemma is that I have to register on day one. No, that is not the issue. You will be given an ample number of time. About 7 days you will be given for every round, and your choice filling will be also about nearly 6 days. So you do slowly and don't rush, because in rushing there will be much more mistake, and also transaction failure also occur when you rush without having a proper plan. So you can do very slowly, because you will be given an ample number of days, like 7 days, for your registration as well as for your process of choice. Now, the point some people are saying that when the security deposit you are paying like 10,000 for you OBC, SC, ST, and 25,000 that is given for your EWS and general category. Now, this fees will never be deduced from your first year fee payment in the institute. You have to pay full first year fees payment, and other charges like hostel fee, library fees, that has to be paid accordingly. So even when you are going for a choice filling, first know about the college fee structure and what other the charges. Then only you put the choices, and if you're getting that institute, you should know full thing. Then only you will be you will not have any trouble during the admission process. And never expect leniency on flexibility from the college side. The date when it is fixed only by MCC, so you should join the institute by that time, and they will never give any leniency for your paying that you can pay after the admission. All should be done at the time of admission. And the mode of payment always confirm from the college side, whether it is NEFT, DD, cash, or challan. Verify and go to the admission. And there will be no adjustment. I'm saying again, there will be no adjustment with security deposit. The security deposit will be paid completely to your account, which you used during the payment process in the counseling after completion of all rounds of counseling. Now, so another major thing, what are the rounds you will be having in all India counseling? According to the judgment from the Supreme Court in 16 December 2021, it has been decided that no seat from the All India will be reverted back off from the round 2 of the counseling. Hence, all the All India seat of the government medical colleges, ESI, will be taken, will be filled only in the All India level under All India counseling. So it has been divided into 4. What's this? Round 1, round 2, mop up, and stray vacancy. So first we'll see about the rules of round 1. All India round 1 rules, according to only for All India quota. I'm not discussing about the All India quota seats. For example, you have to same thing. We will see one by one. Rule for eligibility: all qualified NEET PG candidate all over India will be eligible. Register, as I say, it's the first time registration. Every eligible candidate can register, irrespective of any other counseling you are planning to, like state counseling or in state counseling in your own state. Irrespective of that, you can register. Registration fees payment, as I explained before, that has to pay within this. This is an example I am giving for 2021 counseling dates. These are representing the 2021 counseling. This is not for 2022 counseling. That has not been updated till now. So the same fee structure which I already explained will be applicable for this. Seat matrix is usually released before the day of choice filling. For example, your date is given as 13th Jan is the starting of your choice filling. You will be expected like or day before 12th January you will be released. And choice filling, you can make as much of choice. This is the one thing the people are telling that my rank is 3000, so I will be choosing between the rank between 1000 to 3000. Never go with the allotment list that has been given previously, because many changes will be occurring from 1 year to 1 year, because new seats will be added, some seats will be deduced. So many changes will be occurring. So never go with the rank list or allotment list that has been given previously. Put your choices, what you want to get, what your list. Put every choices what you want in right order, and do not limit choice to closing rank reference of the last year. This is very important for every candidate who are going for this NEET PG 22 counseling. Allotment result will be released on the date that is given by your MCC. Now, what are the scenario you will see? If you are not allotted, you given your choices, best choices, but you are not been allotted any seat, then you are directly eligible for All India round 2. And you can also eligible for any other counseling, for like your state counseling. You have allotted, but you are not interested in joining. Like for example, you have been allotted a lower preference college, but you are thinking that I may get better college in my state counseling or in second round. There is a provision called as free exit. This free exit, there is no need of joining that you are allotted instead. You can continue for your All India 2 counseling. That is, you are on the same time you are eligible for other counseling also. Joining after allotment. Joining after allotment, you have to physically report to the institute do complete the allotment, your admission process, then only they will send to the MCC that candidate has joined and completed the admission process. Then only the seat will be will be marked as joined. Otherwise, if you are not joining the institute or you are not making the appropriate time, the institute will not update to the MCC and your seat will be reverted back to the All India Round 1 2 counseling. Because then, if resignation of seat of the joining, it will be the deadline will be announced by your MCC before your All India Round to start. And security deposit refunded. Who are the candidates who are eligible for security deposit after round 1? Like you are not allotted any seat and you don't want to go for any other round, and you are allotted round 1 seat and you didn't join and avail free exit, and you don't want to continue further in your all India counseling. You have been allotted seat, you have joined, but you resign within the deadline and you exit all India counseling that you don't want to continue further. You are allotted seat and joined and you continue to be in this all India first round 1 seat itself. That is the thing. For those people, the second deposit will be refunded. Whereas the forfeited, in few scenario only, the people who have that security deposit forfeited in the all India round 1. Now going for round 2. In the round 2, all India qualified, who are eligible? Same. All India qualified NEET PG candidate will be eligible irrespective of holding any seat. This means if you have been allotted first in round 1, you have been allotted, or in state round 1, you have been allotted. Irrespective of holding any seat, you are eligible to join. You are eligible to participate in second round. The registration, if you have registered round 1 with the same login credential, you can go for you can log in. If you have not joined or you are not registered for all India round 1, then you have to do a fresh registration with the same registration fees that has been discussed before. Now, what are the seat matrix? The seat matrix will be the vacancy. What are the vacancy will be? Those people who have given free exit, one thing, and those that has been not allotted. And most of the time, between the All India Round 1 and All India Round 2, many new colleges seats will be added. So new seat addition will be also be seen in your All India Round 2 seat matrix. And another thing is virtual vacancy. What is this virtual vacancy to be? What that means? This is nothing but if a person was allotted in All India Round 2 1 and he wanted to get upgraded to an higher preference, what he has given in round 1. And if he is applying for All India Round 2, the seat he has taken in All India Round 1 will be considered as virtual that will be considered a vacancy. And if this person get allotted to his higher preference in All India Round 2, the seat which he was holding in round 1 will be given to the lower candidate according to their preference. This is known as virtual vacancy. So virtual vacancy is a holding seat by the people. So the seat matrix that will be released during your All India Round 2 will be containing about the vacant seats and new seat addition, along with virtual vacancy list will also be released. And the choice filling till 2020, it was that fresh choice filling was not. The choice list you are given for your All India Round 1 will be considered for All India Round 2 also, with some changes you can make. But from 2021, you have to do new choices. The already what choices you have been fixed in your All India Round 1 will become null and void, and it will be completely blank for your second round. So you have to make your list, prefer your own preferences, and again you have to fill the choices. An allotment result will according to the time slot, that is time line that is given by your MCC. This is important because All India Round 2 plays a major role, deciding factor for many people. That would be a final seat for many people, or that would be that will be a different line. So first, if a person who have been not allotted in All India Round 2 and is not holding any seat in All India Round 1 also, that is nothing to be done. He is eligible directly for All India mop-up with same registration. Also, he can participate in his state counseling or other counseling what he wish for. But if he has taken in All India Round 1 seat, he has some holding, but he has not get upgraded in All India Round 2. The point is, since you have been holding All India Round 1 seat, but you have not been upgraded in All India Round 2, your All India Round 1 seat will be final seat. You cannot resign from All India Round 1 seat, because that seat will not be going for mop. Something is that before what was there, they were saying that All India Round 2 result, after All India Round 1 result, you have been allowed 2 days for resignation. but this clause has been removed from 2021 counseling. Hence, if you are holding an all India round one seat and you are applying for upgradation but you are not upgraded, then you cannot leave that seat. If you are leaving the seat, you have to it is based on the each and every state penalty, seat leaving penalty you have to pay, and you have to get clarify from the state you have got your seat in all India round. The third scenario is non-joining of the upgradation on all India round two. The scenario, this is difficult because you are getting a seat in all India round one and you wanted a better college and you are getting in all India round two. Now, as I said, since you have been allotted all India round two seat, you will be taken from your seat of all India round one will be given to another candidate. So you cannot have an edge over your all India round one seat. That is becoming a null and void for you, and that will be given to another candidate. And you have to join all India round two, all India round two seat. But you are not joining, then you have been your security deposit that you have paid that will be taken by MCC. It will be not be given back to you. But you can eligible for other counseling. That you can also apply for MOPUP. You can also eligible for attending all India MOPUP. Joining after upgradation in all India round four. This is another scenario. Now, what you have to go to round one institute. You have to get your original certificate. And they will give a relieving letter from MCC. From that intra MCC side, a relieving letter will be published that has to be signed by you, signed by the institute head, and that has to be given to you. Then only you can join the R2 institute, the new institute. Otherwise, you cannot join because you should get a relieving letter. Without relieving letter, you cannot join the round two institute, and that is your final seat. And you are not holding on A1 first round. You have not been allotted any seat, and you have been given new seat, and you are joining, and that is your final seat. The one thing is, if you have joined all India round two seat, that is your final seat, and you cannot attend any other counseling like mop-up stay vacancy, and also you cannot attend the seats attend your state counseling. This is according to the Supreme Court order. So be careful. If you have taken seat in all India round two, you or that will be your final seat, and you cannot attend any other counseling, that is your state counseling as well as your mop up or stay vacancy of your all India counseling. And the list of candidates will be shared to all the states, and if any malpractice has been taken, you will be you have to so you will be taken law order. So you will be stringent action will be taken against the candidate who are doing this malpractice. Now, second thing is resignation of seat after joining all India round two. It has been cleared by MCC for more than one or twice the last year that is your final seat. You cannot resign. Resignation cannot be done. And if you are resignation, you are giving resignation, you have to follow the state each and every states that have their own penalty, the seat leaving penalty, and that will be applied to you. Okay, security deposit refunded will be only to those people who have joined all India round two seat and not withdrawing from that. Only for them security deposit will be refunded, and those people who have not joined all India round two seat, that security deposit will be forfeited. Now, mop-up and stay vacancy is new thing that is started from the last year counting, that is from 2021-22. The eligibility candidate, only candidate who have qualified NEET PG candidate all over India eligible irrespective of holding any seat. This is the thing in state counseling, if you are holding the seat, but you have not been allotted in all India round one as well as all India round two, but you are eligible to participate in NEET PG mop-up round. But the one thing you have to be you get clarified that the seat you have been holding in state, that has to be seen whether you are coming within the timeline. If you are breaching the timeline, then you have to pay the penalty, then only you can leave the state seat. But you are eligible to participate in the mop-up round. But those candidates who have already joined the All India round 2 seat, or you are continuing with an All India round 1 seat without any upgradation, you are not eligible. That is will be considered as your final seat. The registration for mop-up round would be of two types: fresh registration. Those candidates who are not at all joined, who are not at all participated in All India round 1 or round 2, fresh registration. And at this time, your cutoff also gets reduced from the first given cutoff to the new cutoff, then they can also fresh register for the mop-up round. Now, another third criteria is allotted, upgraded in all India round 2, but you are not joined. Then your security deposit will be forfeited and you have to give your fresh registration. That for a general category, you have pay at 5,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees as a non-refundable with 25,000 refundable deposit. But you have not joined your all India round 2 seat, your 25,000 will be forfeited. You will not getting that rupees, but you can participate in mop-up as a fresh registration. For those people who have not get any seat in all India round 1 or round 2, and you can use the same login credential you are used before and participate in this part. And registration fees is same. Seat matrix, like the seat matrix will consist of vacant seats like not allotted plus not joined from round 2. And thing is, mop-up, there will be no new seat addition, no upgradation within all India counseling in mop-up. None would be holding and will be hold. As I said, all India round 2 seats, if you are getting and you are joined, that will be a final seat, and there will be no space for upgradation for in the mop-up. Choice filling, same. It will be a fresh choice, and previous round choice will be taken as null and void. Allotment is according to the timeline. If you are not allotted in mop-up, you are eligible for all India stray vacancy. But the thing changes here. You cannot go for a new choice filling. The choice you have given in all India mop-up will be taken for your stray vacancy, and you are also eligible for all other counseling. Not joining after allotment in all India mop-up, that is your end, and you are not, because you have been given chance of getting a seat in all India mop-up. You have been allotted, but you are not willing to join. Then you are not eligible for all India stay vacancy. You are joining mop-up allotted seat. That is your final seat. You are not eligible for any further counseling in state as well as the stay vacancy. Mop-up joint seat resignation is not possible. This has been very well clarified by the MCC. Same, if a security deposit will be given refunded if you have been seat allotted, and forfeited if you are not joining the allotted seat. The last thing is stay vacancy. Stay vacancy, as I said, only those people who are seat has not been allotted in mop-up can attend. There will be no fresh registration, and those candidates who have already joined mop-up cannot participate. And those people who have been allotted in mop-up but they didn't join the institute, they are also not eligible. Only those people who have attended mop-up but they didn't got any seat or eligible for this round, there will be no fresh registration. Fees seat matrix is only the vacant seat, and the choice filling which we have done in your mop-up choices will be taken for your allotment. Allotment result will be released by 1 or 2 days, and if you are not allotted in stay vacancy, that is your final. There will be no other seat will be given to it. It is the end of all India counseling. Security deposit will be refunded. And two things scenario will happen. If you are not joining the seat in all India stay vacancy, that is your end of all India counseling. The seat will be reverted back to it will not be reverted back to state, because Supreme Court has made this stance, and MCC also made this stance clear that the all India seat will be filled only in the all India counseling. If any seat get if any seat get wasted, that will be remaining as wasted. It will be not given to any other to the state. And if you are not joining the all India stay vacancy, your security deposit will be forfeited. If you are joining an all India mop-up stay vacancy allotted institute, you have to physically report, you have to join, you have to get your admission. That will be a final seat. You are not eligible for any other round. Resignation, there is no resignation possible. That is your final seat. Only people who have joined the stay vacancy will be getting that security deposit. Otherwise, you are not getting any stay vacancy like allotted seats. If you are not joining the allotted seat, your security deposit will be forfeited. So these are the 4 rounds. You will be round 1, round 2, and mop-up and stay vacancy. These are the basic rules which you should be taking care while doing the counseling process. I hope this would have helped all the aspirants who have been seeing. And any question you can give in comment box. I will be I will be very happy to help you in that. Thank you so much.
Hello, Batu, can you post the DreamPG link, please?
Hello.
Thanks for the presentation, sir. Hello.
Oh yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for the wonderful slide and explanation. Now I request Dr. Kishore to share the tips and tricks. One should be watchful about doing the counseling. And also, Batu, can you please post the DreamPG link, please? Yeah, fine. Yeah, Kishore sir, you can join now.
Okay, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I am able to hear you.
Okay, so good morning all. Good morning to the panelists and the participants who are here. So I have joined late. My name is Kishore. So I'm doing my MD Community Medicine first year residency in All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health in Kolkata. So shall I share my screen?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah, we are able to see the screen. You can.
Okay, so the previous panelist has discussed about the process of the counseling. So and now I'm here to present about the important points to be noted in the counseling. So he has already mentioned it, but some important points we should not miss. So during the first registration, so before the registration, when you're going to do the registration, so be careful about, like, you have to monitor the MC medical counseling website at least 3 times per day. So be careful about the fake news which is circulating in the Telegram or Insta, YouTube. So be careful because the dates they are showing in the Telegram, it could be like fake. So once there is a news in that Telegram groups or something like that, you just refer to the counseling website. So that would be like helpful for you. So and when you're doing the registration, so if you're doing only for the All India counseling with central universities and DNB seats, you do your counseling and the registration also for the DNB seats, because the registration fees is also same. So even if you don't want the DNB seats, you may have a second thought if you don't get any MD seats. So it will be helpful if you're doing it both MD and DNB seats. So that is about the registration process. And also there is a special registration for the selected colleges, since in the counseling process, example CMC Vellore and AFMC, they have even though they are registered in the counseling process, we have to register in their website also. So before so after registration in the counseling process, just visit their websites, so that you don't miss these colleges also. So and also in CMC Vellore, they ask you to register beforehand, like when you're applying for the NEET PG itself, that time itself they will be asking you to register beforehand, so that and then they ask you when the results have come, they will ask you to upload your results into their website also. And so that you should not miss these website, I mean CMC. So this is important. And during the document verification phase in the counseling process, um, uh, in all India, there is no document verification when you are registering for the counseling process. You have to verify it in the colleges where you are going to submit the documents. But in state counseling, in selected states, like example in Karnataka, the previous counseling, they are asked for the pre-counseling verification before the state counseling has begun. They ask for the registration because they have to go to the university and register there. So just note that in state counseling, it is needed that there is a pre-counseling verification also. So if you miss that, you are not eligible for the state counseling. And regarding the bond details and fee structure, participating institutes in the MCC website, you have to confirm it in the MCC website. There is a participating institute icon. So just go there and confirm about the bond status and the fee structure. And also, when you're seeing in that MCC website, if you want to know about a specific college, go to the specific college's website and once again confirm it with their website also. So it's sometimes the MCC would have missed the bond details which they have updated in their colleges. So you have to go to their official website of their specific colleges and look for the bond details and the fee structure. And regarding the fees payment, in selected colleges, they accept cash or NEFT. But in some colleges, they ask you to prepare a DD. So what you can do is, like example, in my college, I have contacted the nodal officer. So your nodal officer number will be given to you when there is when the allotment letter has been given to you. So in the when you get your colleges, there will be an allotment letter in the nodal officer section. I mean, in that there will be a nodal officer number. Just confirm, just call him and confirm about the bond details and fee structure, so that you don't miss it. And also that in the regarding the fee structure, ask him whether you have to take a DD or you can pay through cash, because in certain colleges they do not accept the cash. So in that time it will be difficult for you to go for the DD in any other states. If you are, suppose you are joining in All India in some other states, you have to go to that, and also there will be a language problem too. So you have to go there, and you have to take a DD from the local bank. So it will be much difficult for you. So what you can do is you can take the DDs and bond details also from your state, and take a DD and then go. So it is better to call the nodal officer and confirm. And during the choice filling, the next panelist will discuss briefly about the branch selection and the order of preferences you have to put. So during the choice filling, especially in the in the choice filling, there in the second round, in All India, you don't need to put. You can. There is a provision in All India counseling that you can put fresh choices in the second round. But in some state counseling, there is no provision of giving fresh choice in the second round. So when you're filling the choices, be careful that know your order and preferences of the branch, so that you put the correct order in the first round itself. But in All India, it is they have a provision to do a fresh choices. So it is not a problem. But in state council, you should be very careful in that. And also the choice saving and locking also. In All India, you don't need to, even if you don't lock, they will, if you just save your choices, they will consider it as you have given your choices. But in some state counseling, if you don't lock your choices, they don't take into consideration that you have put your choices accordingly. So once you're putting your choices, just save it as soon as and when you're doing it, and don't forget to lock your choices before that counseling period. And then after the allotment, you will get an allotment letter in the MCC website. In that there will be, I told you about the nodal officer number and the and to whom you have to contact about the colleges. So I just ask him about what are the documents necessary that you have to take it when you're when the time of reporting. So these are the like the essential documents. Other documents you just confirm with the nodal officer that after this any other documents I have to submit or not. So the allotment letter, so these are the documents like allotment letter, admit card issued by the NBE. So regarding admit card, so in the website you can view your admit card now, but when the counseling has begun, you cannot view your admit card. So be careful in that you just save your admit card or print it now itself, so that you don't miss it, because that is necessary. They will ask these are the essential documents you should submit while you are reporting that. So be careful about that admit card. And so after that, the rank card which has come now, and the MBBS degree certificate of provisional, and internship completion certificate, and permanent or provisional registration certificate, and the age proof. You can submit any of these 10th, 12th, or birth certificate. And ID proof, it is like Aadhaar card or PAN card, like that. And category certificate, if you have applied for the category, you should submit it. And the category certificate should be the same certificate which you have submitted during your first registration. So just be careful in that. And some other important points is the migration certificate. Migration certificate, they don't ask you while you're reporting, but after reporting, this is especially necessary when you're joining in All India in some other college states. So in that time, you need to have this migration certificate. So this one you should apply to your university, but this is not necessary as such during the counseling process. But after reporting, when you are going to register for the university in those in the colleges in the state where you are going to do your PG, that time it is necessary. So that time they will ask you a migration certificate. So regarding that, there is two probabilities that one is that your home state will give you a provision of online applying through online migration. So if there is a provision, it is not a problem that you can get an online migration certificate in 1 week or maximum 1 month. But if that migration certificate is necessary, that if they are not giving it online, so it may be through offline also. So in that offline, you have to go to your home state and go to your home state university and apply there and take your migration certificate. So just see that, just note that whether your home university where you studied your MBBS requires an online application for the online migration certificate, whether it is either an online or offline. So, and the most important thing is, like I have told you, that the contact the nodal officer when you get the allotment letters for the requirements and what you have to bring, and you can ask about the fee structure about it beforehand. So yeah, you can confirm it once again with him that the information provided in the MCC is the same as in the your reporting medical college. Thank you. So any doubt you can ask.
Excellent presentation, Dr. Kishore. So we can take the questions at the end. Now I'd like to request Dr. Velu to present this topic. Over to Dr. Velu.
My topic is about how to choose a particular branch or a particular institute in the coming so
sorry to interrupt, Dr. Velu. Can you please talk without earphones? A lot of background noise is there. Yeah, but your voice is too low. Can you keep the mic near your? Yeah.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, better. Yeah.
So before choosing any branch, you should know some basic details about that particular branch. Okay, it's better to talk to the senior or a specialist who is doing in that field to know some knowledge about that particular branch. Okay? But if you are passionate about a particular branch, say if you want to pursue a career in service delivery, better to go with it. Okay, after discussing with the senior and the consultant, you have to take that general survey and you can pursue a career. If you are not knowing which branch to do a specialization, you at least try to exclude some of the choices. Like some people have the tendency to have some preferences, like they doesn't want some patient interaction, and they don't want to deal with some kids, and they want some teaching experience, so they will be taking some parameters. Likewise, we can exclude some of the options so that we can get into a stream. And we can broadly divide into clinical, clinical, and paraclinical branches. In clinical also, we can divide into medical and surgical branches. In medical, we all know it's radio, dermatology, and medicine, pediatrics, and emergency medicine, anesthesia, respiratory medicine. Surgical, it will be like MS surgery, MS OBG, and ortho, and EM. So I will not be a better person to tell about the pros and cons of each specialty. So better to talk with the concerned specialist, and we can take your time. Next slide. And body and saturation. These two things are only about the mindset of the person. I know we are not only a PG and we are pursuing a career by using starting a private practice and we are aiming like a specialist. So if you are putting your effort and time and you are very dedicated to your work and your patients, then your pay will be very. In the sense, metro cities there are really more doctors and then the pay will also be there. But if you move to some periphery, the demand will be high and the payment will also be high. So if you want to settle in metro also, you can do that. It's just a matter of time. Just trust the process and you can go forward. So branch versus college. Always choose a branch, and if you are coming across these two things, because once Rajan Patel has said that, will you change your bride for marriage occasions? No, marriage occasion will take place for a day, but the bride is for a day. So college is for only for 3 years and branch is for a day. So better go with the branch than choosing a branch for a particular college. Next slide. So now I'll be speaking about MDMS and DNB differences. MDMS is conducted by a Medical Council of India or National Medical Council. DNB is conducted by National Board of Exams. These two are different bodies. And MDMS is provided in the medical colleges, which will be government, private, or the DNB is provided in same government hospitals. Some district hospitals also they will provide. Mostly it was given in private hospitals like about so since it is a medical college, in the main final exam, actually there will be a internal. So like in UC, there will be 100% pass percentage. Unlike in DNB, the pass percentage is a little bit on the lower side because you will be writing the exams in some other institutes and the examiner is trained to us. So there won't be any favor in the DNB exams and the exam will be on OSCE basis. So it's a little bit tougher exams. But the pass percentage is increasing year by year, like 70 to 80%. Depends on the courses also. And in medical colleges, there will be proper academics since you have CPS and juniors and you have JRs, SRs, and assistant professors. They are conducting these seminars and journal clubs and they will conduct rounds in the wards. But in the DNB institutes, academics are a little bit less compared to medical colleges. Some institute has good academics also, but mostly DNB institutes have less academics. So we should study on our own. Fee structure, if we compare means in medical colleges, if we go to government institutes, the fees will be like fixed government, but private institutes they will charge in lakhs, and deemed it will be more. But in DNB, it is like 1.5 lakh per year, and your stipend is more than both same for MDMS and DNB candidates. And these two are almost equal because if you want an only difference is if you want an assistant professor job in a government institute, then if you do a DNB from an government MDMS otherwise to medical college, then it is very much equal and you don't need to do any other extra exercises. But if you do DNB in a private institute which has less than 500 beds, then you have to do 1 year extra exercise to eligible as an assistant professor. If you do less than 100 bed hospital, then you have to do 2 years SRC to get into the assistant professor. So the main difference. Other things are same. In DNB, there will be like in surgical courses, hands-on will be a little bit less compared to the MDMS. The DNB institutes they have a better equipment compared to MDMS because it is run by private corporates. So they will be buying some costly equipment like MRI scans. In surgical needs, they will have a better OTs and microscopic instruments. That's it. How to choose an institute? Mainly, I did talk about the DNB institutes. What I did was first we should do our own research to get into any institute. We should not trust any of the persons in the social media because they will give their opinion. Some people will have bias over a particular institute, so they will talk whatever they want. So we should not trust anyone. So this is this should be our own research we have to do. So starting, you should contact the residents over there of the particular institute, and we can talk about some basic questions like what is the patient flow, what is the case flow, any surgical treatments, how is the hands-on given, what about the academics they are doing, are they doing any proper journal seminars, these presentations, and like that we can ask. And we can also ask the seniors about the past percentage of their seniors who are completed from the institute. And you can ask about the how many consultants are there and how many duty hours are there in the institute, how many duty days are there in institutes. If the institute is providing some study holidays for final exams, these things we can ask from them. After that, we can ask some specific specialty-based questions like for pediatrics means we can ask about PICU, NICU, betters, and we can ask about ventilator facilities. We can ask about the fellowships programs available, like neonatology, like available, we can ask. And anesthesia means you should ask about how many OPs they are doing, how many surgeries they are posting, ICU setups, the ICU is under general medicine control or anesthesia control, like that we can ask. And whether we can also ask about the cardiac and neuro cases to get an exposure about the specialties. In radiology, same ultrasound, CT, MRI, which is available, we can ask. And stipend also, some of the institutes giving stipend for like 3 months once. So these things also we have to ask. And if it is a new institute, better to avoid because in the new institute you don't have seniors and it is a new environment, so you have time facing these things. After doing this research, you should always visit in person to confirm these things. Okay, it's a better thing to do. And don't think much about the language issues because we from Tamil Nadu only exposed to Tamil and English. But when we go to other states, we'll be facing other languages, Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, everything. But it is manageable actually. You can learn a language in just 3 to 6 months time. So it's not a big deal. So don't think about going to other states. And it's all about the mindset. Okay, so if you want to pursue a good career in a very hectic environment, also you can develop those skills. If it is very less hectic, also you can build your team strong and you can do super specialization in upcoming days. So if it is a hands-on, yes, means we can do an SRC 2 or 3 years under some good consultants to get some hands-on. Join the NEET also. Any other doubts we have?
Thank you, Dr. Velu, for the brief and excellent presentation. So let's take the questions from audience, if any. Audience, please start typing the questions in the chat box so that our panelists will answer. Batul, is there any questions in the chat box?
Just a second, sir. Just checking it out.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Prithvi, do you have any closing remarks from your side? Would you like to add something which you have missed out?
There are a few questions coming up. One thing is chat. Okay. Yes, sir. Is eligibility certificate needed for all India counseling? So eligibility certificate is not needed for all India counseling. If you are going to join, there are few institutes. For example, this eligibility certificate is asked by few colleges. I think it's from Karnataka. If I am not wrong, they will ask eligibility certificate during admission process, but not at the time of all India counseling. So that is no need while applying for the college as well as in your all India counseling. If you are getting colleges in Karnataka, for example, they are asking an eligible certificate. So make sure before putting that choice in the all India your choice filling list. If you are taking a seat in particular state or particular college, get complete information, then only make the choice. It should be a informed choice making. If you are doing an informed choice filling, then there will be no mistake while you get selected for that college. And second, if a person chooses to proceed with round 2, the security deposit will not be refunded. No, not like that. Only thing is, if you're getting a seat in All India round 1 and you're getting upgraded in All India round 2, then and you're making that you will and joining All India round 2 seat, your security deposit will be refunded after the completion of all 4 rounds of counseling. And second thing, if you're joining All India round 1 seat and you're not want to upgrade, that time also All India security deposit will be given. And this question is like a bit controversial, that you are asking proceed with round 2, but you are not saying that if he is leaving the seat in All India round 1 or that. But most of the time, if you are getting seat in All India round 2 and joining the seat, your security deposit will be refunded. Document required, that is already discussed by the second speaker. If I get allotted in All India round 1, 2, am I able to participate in? No. If you are getting allotted in All India round 2 and you have joined the seat, you are not eligible. But if you have got in All India round 2, but you are not joining, but you are not joining the seat and you're going for a state round, that is possible. That you can go. If you are getting seat in All India round 2, but you are not joining, there will be no problem in participating. But if you have joined the seat in All India round 2, you are not eligible for state round 2 counseling. Second, can you please tell us about? Yes, so I think this answer.
Yeah, this is my question.
Yeah, it's your question.
So you can join All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health. And actually, if you are more research oriented, you can join. So if you are not research oriented, better avoid it, because they ask you to present one thesis topic and 2 short studies too. So if you are not interested in that aspect, so it is better to avoid. For community medicine, if you are doing it, if you're targeting in All India NEET PG, so you can first target Delhi colleges. If you're not if you are okay with crossing the states, it is better to join Delhi colleges. Put your choices for Delhi colleges first, because you have a greater connectivity there, and the ministry is also there, and so you get a lot of opportunity to meet higher officials there. So yeah, and so take over. You can take over.
And sir, is there any way we can predict the mop-up matrix before surrendering? No, this is if after All India round 2 and people joining the seat and those seats that is get vacant, it will never be available to you unless the seat go for mop-up. The only thing is, until the last day of the admission in the All India round 2, no one can guarantee that the candidate will join or not join. Only after it get updated in the intra-MCC website by the institute to the MCC website, then only the seat that has been surrendered will come to the notice of the MCC. Then only you can know the mop-up matrix. Until then, you cannot guess what will be the mop-up matrix before surrendering. In some cases, if there are some new colleges that has been added between the All India round 2 and the mop-up, at that time you can guess, yeah, this seat, because this has been added between the round 2 and matrix, so it is not available up to the round 2. So at that time you can guess that this college's seat will be available for your matrix. Otherwise, unless unless this complete process of All India round 2 completes, after surrendering only you can predict. Before that, you cannot predict if this seats will come or this will not come. I guess this is. I think that is the end of the questions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prithvi, Dr. Velu, and Dr. Kishore. Once again, I thank all the panelists and our 500 plus registered participants for making this webinar a grand success. So thanks a lot, everyone. We'll be sending the e-certificates and the recording to your mail ID within a week's time. So thank you so much. We are closing now.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.